I'd like to welcome you here today to what I think is an immensely important opportunity for all of us to discuss one of the most important issues in terms of creating a stable framework for elections in Ukraine in the future. We at IFES, together with our very, very good friends and colleagues at the Council of Europe, with the Venice Commission, have long been looking forward to host this event and have an opportunity to discuss with you election system design for Ukraine. I should also, in terms of those partnerships, thank Olga for coming here today with Opora and to help us out with the moderation of the event. Andrew and I have spent many years traveling around the world working on election system design and on implementation of elections. And I find the choice of election system one of the most important aspects for a nation to create a mature and stable democracy. I think that one way a nation shows that it has reached a certain democratic maturity is that it has found an election system that it can maintain over a longer period, over numerous electoral cycles, and where the population has come to be comfortable with that election system and the result that it yields. So personally, I believe that the discussion about election system design for any nation is pivotal to the maturity of its democracy. Ukraine has obviously had the opportunity to try on a number of different election systems so far. And now there is a developed discussion about yet another approach. I think it is a good discussion, and I think the approach that is being discussed is a worthy one and probably one that Ukraine will move to. But I do think one of the most important aspects of this is to find an election system with which you, Ukraine, can be comfortable for the long run and which your citizens can come to understand, trust, and use effectively. We at IFES, together with the Council of Europe and the Venice Commission, decided that we would devote this week to a range of events around election system design. And when we talked about how we best do this, we decided that it was very important that we brought together those prominent Ukrainian experts who have spent a lot of time discussing and thinking about election system design, so that we can learn from you, and that there will be one event this week where we can really talk in depth between experts. I made the joke that we need to get all the people in the room that understands the acronyms and understands the mathematics of these different election systems. And that's what we have today, an opportunity to speak amongst true experts, people who have spent a lot of time thinking about election systems and electoral legislation. And then use this knowledge to carry it into the coming days, where tomorrow we have an event which focuses on gender quota within the election system design, where we get an opportunity to work with those that are interested in equal opportunity issues. And on Thursday, where we will have an event with the policymakers in the Rada, and hopefully carry the discussion that we've had today into this Thursday event, and maybe be able to help push for some of the issues that we all together find important. In order to have some outside inspiration for this week, we chose to invite a guest, Professor Andrew Reynolds, who sits up here to my left. And Andrew is today one of the absolute leading, if not the leading expert on election system design in a global context. Andrew travels around the world and helps almost every nation that is in serious transition between war and peace, between one system and another. And we've had the opportunity to work together in a whole range of nations in similar situations in pursuit of better election system design. And I'm extremely grateful that Andrew was able to join us today and that he can be part of the discussion that we will have. We do hope that out of this week we will have a very strong statement that we can use as the basis of, as a product of the week, and also as a basis of advocacy from various instances such as the Council of Europe's different organizations and also our bilateral and multilateral mechanisms, so that our ambassadors, for example, our donors, have something to speak from, that we can give them some speaking points on the electoral system design for Ukraine. I also think that we will see Andrew write an article or a report for all of us to look at with his impression, and we look forward to your feedback on that when that comes out. There are a number of important issues that you will discuss today, and I think that I still think that there are open issues in terms of details around the election system design that needs to be discussed. I certainly have been surprised over what we have learned in individual meetings over the last couple of days. And one aspect that I found interesting is that some MPs have indicated that while there might be a move towards open list, proportional system, there would still be a single member districts and first past the post for half of the seats in the Rada. So a lot of MPs, or some MPs, have indicated that they think that the single member districts will be retained even if there's a move to an open list system. And I hope you'll have a chance to discuss that today, and that maybe we could have a position on that matter. Most important for me, for IFES, for our partners, is that there is a transparent and open dialogue about these choices, so that everyone can have an opportunity to have a say, and that law is not passed without consultation. I think many people were sad to see the way that the local election law was promulgated without much consultation with anyone. And I think it's immensely important that for the code that may govern future elections in Ukraine, that this happens in a consultative manner. And I think we all have an opportunity to further this. In the past week, we at IFES have been very fortunate that our project has been prolonged for 4 more years. And we believe that this will give us an excellent opportunity to work with you in the coming time and to underpin efforts such as the one that we have today. In fact, I hope that we'll be able to invite other world-renowned experts to come and work with us on issues similar to election system design. And we certainly look forward to working with all of you in this regard. With this, I end my opening remarks, and I look forward to a productive day.